Let it be known that on the 3rd of November I survived 4 hours of EngLot torture. Just joking. But it was 4 hours. So, I went into this completely blind. So yeah, I didn't know anything about EngLot, about Charlotte and Engfa, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I do apologise. I've not heard it enough for it to sit in my brain, and my brain's just like, eh. So yeah, I didn't know anything. All I thought was it was a TV series, a series. That's all I thought it was. No. So I'm like, right, I don't know, and I'm in this group online, and they're like, oh right, let's get a bit drunk and a bit, yeah, and we'll watch it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll do it. And it lasted 4 hours. Don't get me wrong. My college course professor was amazing. She had all the details, she had all the information. She's like, this link, that timestamp in the middle. She knew everything. So big props to her for knowing that and being willing to teach me. And yeah, so I did write some notes. I wrote some notes down like a good little gate. So yeah. The one thing before I start with, this is literally my opinion. So what I'm saying is my thoughts and my opinion. I don't know, even after the 4 hours, I still feel like I don't know fucking anything. Okay? That's how big it seems. So yeah, I have to give a big props to Engfa for being open about being queer, especially in Thai culture. Because honestly, I didn't know much about it. I didn't know that being gay is criminalised and it's illegal in certain aspects. If anything I say is wrong, please point it out. You've got links, you've got anything for me, please do comment and give me information. I'm more than happy to, have this dialogue to learn better. Because I'm a noob, I don't know shit. So I got introduced. Yeah, so I'm getting sidetracked. Big props to her for being so open about being queer in a beauty pageant, which is not really done now. Well, it is now slightly, but not before. And she won. She fucking won. So well done for that. And it just proves the point, though, doesn't it? That the world is changing. Either get on board or fuck off. It's just gay being queer, being repressed, and all this shit is just, it's old fucking news, and cultures and societies need to fucking change. So yeah, I got introduced to them about, they met via lives or watched their first live together and they'd be nervous, and then about them being roommates, bullshit, TV series, and then what they're doing now. So my understanding is they made a brand out of EngLot. That's just Missy getting comfortable. They made a brand out of it. As soon as they noticed that the public was engaged in these two girls interacting and being together, and the views were going up, they were right, this is money, this is views, let's get them together. So yeah, they made a brand out of it, which is nuts. So I got all that, and then bullshit with stalkers, and both of them had to move house repeatedly, which is just crazy. That people are that mentally unstable that they think it's okay to show up at someone's fucking house. It's just no. And then you've got the drama with the other contestants. I think it was another contestant trying to get on the bandwagon because she wanted the attention, and then it feels like they've got all these people around them, and a lot of them are just around them for the attention and for the shine effect, if you get me, where they're getting views on their channels and on their social medias because they're in proximity of the golden light, you know. But then you don't know whether those people are genuine or toxic. You don't know whether they're actually doing it because they have genuine feelings for the girls and they like the girls and they're trying to be good friends, or they're just doing it for the bullshit. And then literally every video where they were doing like promo stuff, people are just screaming non-stop, and it was like, fucking hell, you guys are nuts. The screaming is unnecessary. Yes, you love them, you like them, you follow them on everything, but is it really necessary to scream non-stop at them? That was making me like cringe a bit. And then that bullshit with the other music artist with Charlotte. And I watched a bit of that video of behind the scenes, and I understand the premise was like a abusive relationship or like a breakup or whatever, and Charlotte's playing the part of, you know, I've had enough of this shit. But you could genuinely see with her body language that she was so fucking uncomfortable shooting that music video. Like, she was just uncomfortable. And then you've got the behind the scenes of someone putting a hand on her back, keeping her in place, because literally her body is telling her to back up. So she's backing up, and then someone's putting a hand there to keep her in place. Oh, what the fuck? And then with this series, I watched the behind the scenes on their first kiss there, which is what their real first kiss, and the amount of people that were around that pool and around them while they were doing this, it was just like, yeah, fuck up. It was just like, I was uncomfortable with that, because, you know, they're not actresses. In my impression is they're not actresses, and they're now becoming actresses. And then you've got all these people. Hello, baby. Willow's made an appearance, and then he's like, "Do put your hand there? No, move your finger this way, move your finger that way," and it just didn't come across as natural. I couldn't understand, Jay, you're trying to teach them to do this and that a certain way, but the way I see it is, it's more enjoyable to watch if it comes across natural and it comes across as them just going through the motions. If you force something, no matter how hard you try, it still comes across that you're forcing it, you know. So that was a bit weird, and also she my professor explained about the Thai culture, and, you know, that showing affection in public is a big no, you don't do it, which is, I don't know, it's just a bit, from my culture, from England, that's a bit odd. Yes, fuck off. It's a bit odd to me, but if that's your culture, that's your culture. So yeah, it's just let me confer with my Nick. And then, I don't know. So, the general impression I got was, I think they actually did, in the beginning, genuinely liked each other. There was a bit of a spark there, and they were like, oh, hello, you know, you're nice. You're a nice person. I like you. And then the problem is, as soon as other people picked up on that, move my tea forward. As soon as other people, yes baby, stop moving. As soon as other people picked up on that, that was it. It went to shit, in my opinion, because you've got so much outside information going, do this, don't do that, do this, do that. You're supposed to feel this way, you can't do that, don't do this, do that. And then when it becomes a brand and your actual job to play this narrative, there's a very fine line between, is this real or not real, you know? So you've got all this outside information saying, right, you guys like each other, and it's not, and they're literally screaming it at you and saying, right, this is in your contract and blah blah blah, you need to do this, blah 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 blah. How do you know what you're doing is actually natural and what you would have done if there wasn't a camera in your face, you know? So I honestly don't know whether it's real or not. I think it started off real, and there's just so much bullshit and toxicity around it, with just people being money grabbing, attention seeking whores, that, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I'll be surprised. They probably know, they probably don't know the girls. You know, if they're not shooting together and they actually miss being in each other's company, then that's a big tell that they actually like each other. But yeah, it's not for me to decide whether it's real or not. That's none of my business. It's completely up to the girls what they want to do, and you know, it's their feelings, it's their emotions, it's their lives, and you know, they're the only ones that's going to get hurt at the end of it. So, is it real? I'm having a stroke. It's none of my business, to be honest, and it's either real or it's not. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the amount of I don't know how they don't both have mental breakdowns with just so much input around them. I wouldn't be able to survive. Someone keeps saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. No, you can't do that, can't do that, no, do this. And then having these such high expectations for you to just, right, you're in love, get married, have babies. You know, if that seems to be the expectations, and it's just like, yeah, but maybe she doesn't want kids. Maybe she doesn't want to get married. Maybe they don't want to take it far. You know, it's just, it seems, they put it with a lot of shit, and I have to give them props that they haven't gone off the deep end, and they haven't pretty much told people to fuck off. But yeah, will I follow them? Probably not. I'm honestly, I'm not interested in the bullshit side of it. I'm not here for that. I have enough bullshit in my daily life and my work. I don't need then to have bullshit outside of that. I will check out the series at some point, because it's gay. I don't need to add anything else to that. It's gay, I'll watch it. If I enjoy it, I'll enjoy it. If I don't, well, that is what it is. So yeah, if you guys want to send me anything, please do, or correct me on anything I've said, please do. It was 4 hours of a lot of information, and I'm not going to lie, about halfway through I did switch off, because I just thought this is a lot of toxic bullshit, and this is a lot of screaming. So yeah, that's my thoughts on EngLot. Sorry if I've pissed anyone off. This again is my opinion. You either like it or you don't. But yeah, that's it. See you fuckers for the next thing I do.